SGA versus Ant was weird.
And Edwards blocks it with 3 seconds to go. SGA thought he was fouled. The fans don't like the non-call either.
The Knicks struggled against the G League team, and we saw a couple of surprising scoring explosions. But we gotta start in MSG, cause my Knicks fell down by 21 points in the first half to the third unit of the Warriors.
Spencer on the take, and the finish. There is Santos pitching Pajemski out of the corner. He knocks down a 3.
Back then, even with me, you'll let me come off of knock that down, G. Yes, sir.
He sure is. Mike Brown's going to take a timeout. So.
With 7 key players on the bench, the Warriors ran on the court with a couple of guys I've never heard of and started whooping New York. Even Steph had jokes about their situation.
I know there hasn't been a lot of sample size with both of the Curry boys together. How's it been playing with Baby Bro?
We've been the rehab brothers lately, which is not a good tagline to have, but
that was hilarious, but so it was time for Brunson and KAT to hit the panic button.
Towns going bully ball inside to get 2. Good long defense from Quentin Post kept alive for Brunson. Working the paint, gets 2. 2.2-second difference, came in shot clock. Good ball movement to Shamet. Hits for 3.
Landry Shamet caps off a strong 22-8 response by the Knicks to head into the locker rooms only down by 10 points. And during this stretch, I gotta show you Steve Kerr getting angry at Will Richard for fumbling the open fast break opportunity.
Shamet dribbling around the world and it knocked away. Pajemski hit ahead. Will Richard saved it. Off Pajemski.
I thought Pajemski threw it a little bit too further. And Steve Kerr says the ball is everything.
It's all about the possession.
First one was the ball matters. Second one's the ball is everything. And Anunoby makes it a 5-point flip and a timeout. Steve livid with his rookie.
It's the turnovers. And that's the only way that was going to allow the Knicks to get back in this ball game. And Steve Kerr coaching, reason why he has a 9-time champ.
Oh, it's pretty rare to see Kerr get livid like that at anyone not named Draymond. So the Knicks kept the momentum going in the third quarter as well.
Knicks 5-22 shooting the 3 tonight. Brunson changes both of those numbers with his 3. Old school traditional post up. Battling inside. Anthony Towns gets it on this other end here. Josh got it all himself. Timeout coming, Golden State.
New York finally got up and running, winning the period by 12 to completely turn this game around. And they did that by converting defense into offense, which got the crowd involved, giving them an additional energy boost.
Got your attention. Brunson doing some. Bridges triple. Got them all! Knicks back the other way. Make it 30 before the end of the third. Santos working inside. Pass in traffic. Another Warrior turnover. Shamet prior. Beautiful finish by Shamet.
So down by 7 in the middle of the fourth, you would think that the depleted Warriors squad would raise the white flag and surrender. But no, they were ready to go the distance.
Warriors need something. Post tries the triple and he knocks it down. And Santos block. Santos got it back. The ball finds him. Santos going to work on Shamet. Anunoby waiting. Santos, the footwork again! Oh, man. It is a 1-point game.
With his 20th point of the night, the resilient Guy Santos gets his team right back in the clutch. And they played great defense on the other end, with Quentin Post blocking Hart's attempt down low. So now Santos has a chance to take over the lead on this play right here.
Shamet in some trouble. Trying to find Richard in the corner. It'll go the other way.
Guy throws a crucial ball out of bounds, and Brunson acts like the Punisher on the other end.
Brunson trying to turn the corner. Payton won't let him, so he pulls back and hits.
Captain Crunch Time puts the Knicks up by 3 with his 30th point of the night, but it doesn't take long for Brandon Pajemski to return the favor.
Make plays and make magic happen, do that in the game.
Pajemski on the drive, scooping off the window for 2.
From the window to the wall. We got that one to go.
And things got much more complicated for New York when Brunson missed the same exact shot on the next trip down the lane, giving the Dubs a second chance to retake the lead.
Warriors can take the lead without their top 8 tonight. Pajemski 3, no good. Rebound Hart for the Knicks.
Ooh, maybe Podge rushed the shot a little bit, so now they have to play the foul game. Both Shamet and OG kept their end of the bargain by hitting all 4 free throws down the stretch, which ultimately led us to this.
5 for the Warriors, 6.2 to go. It'll be Santos to trigger. Gets it to post, hands to Santos, he's free. Pops to post, couldn't clean catch it. Knicks take it away and win.
Golden State turns the ball over and the Knicks survive another frantic finish to win their 3rd game in a row. I'm serious, they cannot keep doing this against mediocre teams, come on now. In OKC, we expected a high-intense matchup between SGA and Edwards, but instead, we saw Julius Randle and Chet Holmgren stealing the show.
Reed as well, McDaniels, miserable from 3 of late. Great up and under move by Holmgren. Shot clock at 5, Joe drives, his scoop not there, but the follow is for Holmgren.
Have some grit defensively. Get back. Shea will pick you apart.
Randle, nice turnaround. Randle having his best half in a while. Randle on the face-up. Edwards can't get free. Randle puts up the shot and hits.
Holmgren opened the game strong, but Randle finished the half much stronger, scoring 12 of his 32 points to put the Wolves up by 6 going into the break. Meanwhile, Ant and Shea were non-existent on the offensive end. Through the first 3 quarters, Edwards had 15 points and 5 turnovers on 5 of 16 from the field. And Alexander was even worse, scoring 10 points while shooting just 3 of 16. That's bad. But at least he did a lot of different things to help his team get back in the 3rd period.
Driving on Dosunmu, stops, the double comes and he has to kick it out. Joe rising up and nailing a 3. Anderson working the lane underneath Gobert, blocked at the rim by Gilgeous-Alexander. How does that happen? Great feed, SGA. Williams gets the layup. The MVP doing it on both ends.
SGA seemingly blocks Rudy Gobert and finds J. Will in transition to cut the deficit to 3 points. But I gotta be honest, this was a clear foul on poor Rudy. Anyway, the Dogs of Thunder kept harassing Edwards, keeping him to just 1 of 8 in the period, which was met with great pleasure by the fans.
And he finds Caruso, the trailer, who attacks Edwards and scores, and the Thunder back in front. Corner 3, Jalen Williams. Hit it! The friendly home bounce pushes the lead to 5. He's doubled with 2. He's got to put it up. And it's blocked by Williams. A shot clock violation.
So, up by 4 in the 4th, OKC was ready to deliver the final blow to Minnesota.
Streak since they won 16 to get to 24-1. Nice pass to Holmgren by Mitchell. Mitchell, great look. Caught in traffic by Holmgren. Hardenstein behind the back to McCain, who buries a 3. He's 4 for 8.
Oh,
McCain
stop it.
switches through a 3-pointer.
Jared McCain with 2 threes off of Hartenstein's beautiful dimes got the reigning champions up by 13 in the blink of an eye. McCain, along with Isaiah Joe and Alex Caruso, outscored the Wolves' bench 61-32. And still up by 13 in the closing minutes, the question wasn't about who's gonna win the game, but rather if Shea would be able to keep his 20-point game streak alive.
Gilgeous-Alexander for 3, hit it! We saw that highlight, as you mentioned, pointing to throw the lob at the basket is good, and the foul. He may not care about it, but he's about to get it. He'll go to the line to try to get the 20 once again.
Yup, the mission is complete and Mike Daignault subs out his star player so he could be appreciated by the fans. On the other hand, Edwards stopped at 19 points and 6 turnovers on 35% efficiency. They're now tied with Denver for the 5th seed in the West. Next, we go to Toronto for the scoring showdown between Brandon Ingram and KAT Cunningham.
You're going up, you want both hands on it. Ingram, oh, smooth to tie it or make it a 1-point game. KAT Cunningham mishandles off balance. It's KAT Cunningham.
Game that they won in New York was in New York, and every game they won in the playoffs was on the road.
Relentless on the glass, taken away by Walter.
Walter again with great plays, saving that possession.
Spin dribble. B.I. finds Shed. Shed back to B.I. Launching. Notorious. B.I. for three.
KAT and B.I. were trading buckets all game long, leading their squads with 33 and 34 respectively. But the real story of the night were the offensive rebounds by the Raptors, converting into second chance points.
Good. His own rebound, put back, got it. Quickly, off the mark, but there it is. Offensive rebound, put back. Raptors by 4. Here's Scotty in the paint. Over KAT Cunningham, his own rebound. They've been relentless on the offensive glass.
Scotty Barnes and Jakob Poeltl dominated the glass as Toronto out-rebounded Detroit 48-39, subsequently winning the second chance point battle 31-15. They used that as a fuel for their electric 24-7 run in the third quarter, which got them up by 14. The Pistons got as close as 5 points in the fourth, but there was Ingram to fend them off.
Quick, moves it, B.I. Oh, notorious B.I. 3 from downtown. Green, they want the switch, they get the one they want. Got it, and the foul. Here's Barrett to B.I.
This was the second win in a row for the Raptors, who retook the 6th seed from the Miami Heat. Moving on to Cleveland, where Max Strus made his season debut after missing an entire year with an injury. And boy, he had a comeback of his dreams.
Strus, he hit from there a moment ago and does again. By the way, John Poulikitis is in for the Mavs. He loves Max Strus. Live ball turnovers have been very good to Dallas, although that wasn't one a moment ago.
Max set the net on fire, hitting all 4 of his shots from downtown for 16 of his 24 points in the first half. But if you take out his shooting, the other Cavs players had a below-average night from distance, as Harden and Mitchell combined for only 5 of 16. This made room for the Mavs to create a nice separation in the third quarter.
Gamble for the steal, and that put Christie in position to break down the defense. And Williams, Bagley, Middleton, Cooper, Marshall, and Cooper, Drano. Shoot it from there. Let's go. Could have taken it from the hash mark. The pull-up 2 is good. Okay.
Cooper Flagg and John Poulikitis got Dallas. John who? The undrafted rookie John Poulikitis scored 8 straight points at the end of the third to put Dallas up by 13. And the number 1 pick was an unsolvable puzzle for Cleveland in the final stage.
Good ball movement, 4 to shoot, driving into the lane, lay it up and in. Cooper Flagg with a foul of the number 1 overall pick. Cooper with a drive and spin, a floater. Oh, he earned that. That was such a tough shot. There it is, Cooper. Still going in the paint. Cooper floats it in. Beautiful. Well done. The Mavericks have dealt with so much.
Flagg was relentless in the fourth, scoring 12 of his 27 points to go along with 10 assists, 6 rebounds, and 2 blocks for the comfortable win at the end. And since the Kings unleashed DeMar DeRozan, he's been balling out.
Out to DeRozan, pulls the 3. Boy, he's got it working early here. DeRozan
on the same foot.
DeRozan spins, pulls, bucket.
And the play is get it to DeMar. Where does the help come from?
On a heater, butter.
Debo exploded for a season-high 41 points against the Jazz at home, but Cody Williams had himself a night as well.
Full player. Oh, absolutely. I mean, his teammates are learning a lot from him on how to be a pro. And that's really what it's about. And Cody Williams.
Under 4 to play. Cody Williams lines it up. 3 down the barrel. Harkless dances out behind the three-point line, back out to Cody. 113-109. 4-point game. Cody drives inside. Gonna count that bucket.
J-Dub's little brother had the best night of his career, and with his 34th point of the night, got the Jazz within 2 with 2 minutes to go. Still, this lucky bounce by Achua and DeRozan from the free throw line set the final score in favor of the Kings.
Achua with the left, a little bit strong. Oh, he used all of the iron and got it to drop.
Sacramento has now won 4 of their last 5 games, which will hurt their chances at going first in the draft a lot, at least percentage-wise. And this game between the Bucks and the Pacers didn't mean a lot either, but Giannis and Nesmith were still able to put on a show.
Ball movement across the perimeter, Kuz the open shot. Now ball's loose and Nesmith chases it down.
Nice. Nesmith staying with it after the whistle. Does he get the continuation? That's heat check basketball right there, baby.
Here so far. Giannis lowering his head, challenged by Huff. Stays with it, Giannis. 3rd time's the charm. Giannis now with his 14th rebound. Tips it to himself. Crossover, spins. Oh, foul! Huff and puff that!
You know there will be sparks whenever these two teams meet. Giannis throws down the power jam but hurts his knee on the landing. So despite him wanting to keep playing, the coaches decided to shut him down for the night with 31 points, 14 boards, and 8 assists in just 23 minutes of action. And to keep things fair and square, Coach Carlisle set Nesmith on the bench with 32 points through the first 3 quarters. So Milwaukee got the dub eventually. This was a pretty underwhelming night in the NBA, but here's your boy delivering another recap for you to stay in touch. So if you like the videos and appreciate the grind, subscribe, and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.